Welcome. In this video, we are going to talk about political discourse and how does it change our perception of reality. Also, we can say it like how it can manipulate the reality. First of all, we have to know what political discourse is or what does it mean. According to Shelton in 2008, it is the use of language to do the business of politics and includes persuasive rhetoric, the use of implied meanings, the use of euphemisms, the exclusion of references to undesirable reality, the use of language to arouse political emotions, and the like. Well, that's a little confusing, right? So we can say that political discourse is the way politicians attract the community with their own purposes, using certain tools and techniques or strategies. Orwell in 1969 states that political speech and writing are largely the defense of indefensible. But how can political discourse change our perception of reality? How is it possible? Well, according to Van Dyck in 1993 and Shelton and Schaffer in 1997, political discourse concentrates on the issues of power, control, domination, and conflict. In general, politicians try to avoid the presentations of facts. Instead, they use a persuasive representation of the truth. The real problem begins in people's mind. There is where complexity appears. Human beings, as the complex they are, try to understand the world around them. And to do it, they start to build these mental models. Those are the perception they have of the world around them and what they have constructed based on what they already know. And the role of the politicians, we can say that, comes when they try to change this perception on each people's mind. Now, to explain how political discourse can change our perception of reality, we will search for the term Venezuela on a search engine and we are going to read the first 4 articles we find about it. The first one says, Papa pide solución justa y pacífica para superar crisis en Venezuela. The second one, más de 60 organizaciones denunciaron ante CIDH golpe de Estado en Venezuela. The third one, why China, Russia, and Turkey are standing with Maduro in the US's backyard. And the last one says, the latest, Australia weighs recognizing Venezuela's Guaidó. As we can notice, these articles are all around the latest events in Venezuela, and it has different points of view. We have a religious one that takes a neutral position. We have 2 articles that are against this event. One calls it a golpe de Estado, and the other one talks about 3 nations that are in favor of the Venezuela government, or the current Venezuela's government. And the last one is about Australia, that in that moment on the article is weighing their options about if it should or not accept this event and accept Guaidó as a interim president. And now a quote I found that I really liked. If it's true that nothing is more potent than an idea, then those who control the media can direct minds en masse. The most important thing that we as person have to take into account is that we have to not let others' opinions change the way we perceive our reality. At least you have to listen, think about it objectively, and then you make a decision. But you cannot just believe what media or politics tell you just because they are saying it in front of a TV or in front of you.